Afternoon, ladies and gents, and we are in Romford town in the market, and we're looking at the market church. St Edward the Confessor. This is mid-19th century, this one, but it was built to replace a church that was here before. That was there's been a church here since the 1400s or the 14th century possibly. Right, so in we go. It is extremely cold and I've had to take my hat off. And I'm cold. Oh. Well, I haven't had to take my hat off, I was just due. So, in we go, very quietly, as I can. And there you hear the Big Ben chimes. I've got my trolley with me today because I'm doing some shopping, so I'm going to tuck that round there. Nothing valuable left in it, but there we are. Here life interred the body of Dame Bridget, his wife and daughter and sole heir of Sir John, Wiltshire. Having a little lie down, bless her. Hello, love. I like your hair. It's gorgeous. As Cilla Black would say. You have an even more impressive one here. Here alive, Sir George Henry Knight, fourth son of Sir Nicholas Henry Knight. I've been in this church before a few times when I was younger, before I started putting the churches on the history pages. This was when I was a young lad. My nan used to come here. We used to come here every Christmas. Romford Market. And yeah, we've been in this one a few times. It's a very nice church. That is the take you up into the bell tower. The electric light in this church has been installed through the generous gift of Mrs. Bailey of Harfield, Romford, in memory of her husband, William Bailey, for the many years of devout worship and faithful friend and support of St Edward's, 1928. So that's when St Edward's got its electric lights. Sorry about my bald shiny head. In we go. It's quite a large church, so, and there is quite a bit to cover. Look at that beautiful illuminated documents. I do those. I've got a book of them indoors. I'll show you. I do say that a lot but never show people, but I will do it. The Church of St Edward the Confessor, Marketplace, Romford, 1874. And here's the beautiful font. Look, it's very old, the font. And even better than that is this window. Carol, who is my friend at Barking, has told me to several times you must go and cover Romford Church for your page. Because don't forget, there's quite a few people on my page who are housebound. They can't get out, so... And don't let me dare catch anyone complain about those bags. This is charity and kindness that's been left here for people. So... Sorry, I sounded really stern then, didn't I? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound so rude, but I should have explained myself properly first. Those bags there are for charity. London Luke gets grouchy when he's cold or hungry or in pain. And unfortunately, I'm in all three at the moment. Details, lovely. Wow, look. That's really impressive. When the Victorians were allowed to build something a little on the Gothic side, you have to admit they did it very, very well. Victorians like the Gothic. My foot is starting to feel a bit better now. I don't know what I quite did to it, but... Anthony Cook, circa 1505 to 1576. Hannah Salisbury from Essex Record Office in Chelmsford looks at the life and legacy of Sir Anthony Cook, owner of Gidea Hall in Romford during the 1500s and a key political figure during the reign of Tudor monarchs. Pause or screenshot to read. It's in Latin, you see, so that's why they've put the explanation card there. There will be Sir Anthony Cook and his wife. This will be his sons, and this will be his daughters. And they looked as if they lived into adulthood as well, so... lucky for that era. Pause to read or screenshot to read. And you see even the top is decorated inside. They're kind of like shrines, these early graves. There we are. The bottom is all in Latin. I will take pictures if anyone can translate that, I will be very grateful. There we are. That's the Cook Monument covered. Another lovely stained glass window here, look. St Edward's Chapel, 1410 to 1849. 1850, the Church of St Edward the Confessor. Ah, brilliant. This is the previous church, and this is the one now. Oh, excellent. Our 600th anniversary. Oh, St Edward's Sapphire. This looks like it could be quite interesting. Oh. Ah, this is the sapphire from... I know about this. In St Edward the Confessor, his sapphire from his ring is now in the crown. Or was in the crown. Let me see. A pocketbook history. There's lots of monuments here as well, so... One thing I must try and find, as always, is where you leave a cash donation. Oh wow, look at those windows over there, look. You'll see them better when I go in a minute, that way in a minute. So much detail in the church, it's beautiful. We've got some beautiful stained glass windows on either side to examine now. Look at that, that is stunning. I always say with churches that are open, we're very, very lucky to be able to go inside them and contemplate, reflect, pray, whatever you wish to do. And this, I should imagine, will be the, oops, wrong button. The memorial for the glory of God and the proud loving memory of the sailors, soldiers and airmen from Romford in the defence of their country and freedom of the world who fell in the Great War of 1914 to 1918. This tablet is dedicated by the citizens of this town. I always like to focus on a war memorial, because these men and women as well that lost their lives gave their lives for our freedom. And I don't say that lightly, really. I come from a mixed race family that has African American and Jewish in it, so had Adolf Hitler succeeded, I'm afraid I would not be here. And that would be such an awful, awful tragedy, wouldn't it? Stepping back carefully. Being careful not to knock over anything. Or fall over. I'm already in enough pain as it is. Greater love hath no man. That greater love hath no man than this that lay down his life for his friends. Yes, that's very true. With a few locations to visit in Romford today, all historical ones, or some historical, some interesting. Hopefully you'll find them interesting anyway. If you recognise any of your family's names, because I do know a couple of people on my page that hail from the Romford area, so if you do recognise anyone, please say. It's highly important that we remember our veterans. And we've got those lovely stained glass windows over there in a minute to focus on. This may be a little bit longer than the 35 minutes, I'm not quite sure. If it is, I'll put it on YouTube and then from YouTube to Facebook. Do you know, I could stand and look at stained glass for hours. That's lovely. Then you've got a little sanctuary chapel here. Let me step back a bit, that's it. Hiya. Hiya. Look at that stained glass, that is stunning, isn't it? That's lovely, look. It's very, very cold today. Very cold. Making sure I wasn't treading on a gravestone there. There you can see the market. You often found churches by markets in the old days. Those are usually hand embroidered as well. But there is so much detail in this church as well, it's lovely. And we're not done yet.
Michelle said, they come right down there. I said, no, 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 no. What's going on? Very nice picture. Shall I get anything out of here? $5.75 for a sandwich. That shop. Yeah. She lives up the shop that one, the man was. She comes up, she says, yeah, I should biscuit. Yeah, stuff and cheese. Eh?
Beautiful stained glass as well. Zoom it back out. You know, sometimes I do wonder if some people that go to church actually take in the tenets of the Christian faith, you know, charity and all that, and not behaving like a something whole. There we are. It has lights over the windows, so it lights the altar. Lovely piano as well, look. Similar to the one they've got a barking. Sacred to the memory of Privates Arthur Henry Brown, Alfred Courtney, William Osmond Hyatt, Arthur Auckland Perkins, A and B companies, 1st Battalion Essex Regiment, who died serving their Queen and country in South Africa during the Boer War of 1900 to 1902. This tablet was erected in loving remembrance by the present and past members of the companies in 1902, of their companies, 1902. Make sure I don't tread on anything. Right, we've covered the inside of the church now, so I'll pause you a minute where I'll try and find where you can leave a cash donation, and then we're outside. Not even the beams have got lots of detail on. Didn't notice these at first. This is what I mean about lovely churches like this. You can find so much detail, you could look for hours. Oh, look, a medieval lady in a wimple. You've got the choir stores and everything there, which I did show you, but quick zoom out. And then we've got some more on this side. There's so much, look, and even up there by the organ loft, there's more carved stones and things. I shall have to have a look online and see if these are past parishioners.
Victorian churches.
I do, absolutely love them. I love all churches really though. I hadn't unpaused that, sorry, I'm chatting away. I'll take a picture of that, the war memorial. Right, sorry about that. And then back to where we were. Now I need to, as I was saying, find a cash donation, where I can leave cash donation. So I will pause you and catch up in a minute. Right, ladies and gents, there we are.
Yeah, that's enough to say it's not in use, I think. Don't worry, that's fine.
There we
That's
go.
enough
I
to
shall
sort of-
grab my trolley.
I don't think so, we have to be very-
There we are. There we go. I hope you all enjoyed the inside of the church. It's a lovely one. I did enjoy that myself. Out we go to the Romford market.
All right, thank you very much.
No worries.
Got some good architectural photos.
Oh, absolutely. It's stunning, this church.
Yes,
It's lovely.
yes,
It's really
lots of
nice.
nice,
Yeah.
Details.
It has. Yeah, it's really nice.
Good.
I enjoyed it.
Good.
Thanks very much. Thank you. There we are. Let's bung my trolley there. Let's cover the outside bit. Well, we'll have to take the trolley with me actually because it will get snicked. Ooh, nearly fell over then. Right, what are we, 32 minutes. Right, I'll finish this one and then I'll do one covering the outside and the churchyard. So join me all next for the next part.